Hello, everybody. I'm GM Brian.
I'm Osiris.
I'm Dulhis.
And I'm Lucia.
And welcome back to the wall climbingest adventure we've ever had.
Dang straight.
Dang straight. So just very brief recap. What happened last time? You guys made it to our little town here. Found out that it was a very dilapidated town and had a bit of an adventure. You climbed the wall, walked around, and it turns out that you guys were...
safe to walk through the front gate.
You could have walked through this front gate. Yeah, exactly. And were met by a man who informed you that the town was, in fact, the town and surrounding area, I should say, are all under, obviously, a curse. And they are directing you toward a vampire who is the what they believe is the root of it all. And specifically that the vampire was able to accomplish this feat using a specific gem of sorts. So with that being said, now we know that information, and you guys, they let you have a safe night's rest, and so you are fully restored, and you're about to begin your adventure once more. As you wake up on the next morning and you exit out of your chambers and you walk out to the center square, all the people that were there angrily waiting for you from before are now waiting in the streets. And as I said, there's at least 200 of them. I'd say you can't exactly tell from a quick glance at how the specific numbers, but there's a large number. And they all seem to be very excited by the fact that you are about to leave and specifically go after this vampire. They're all really excited. They're all like cheering, "Woo! Go get him! Don't die!" And I'm going to let you guys pick that up from here.
Are we off to ourselves that we can talk?
Yeah, you are asking. I'm letting you guys go for it.
I ask, do we need holy water for this vampire?
I have holy water.
I shrug my shoulders, or Osiris shrugs his shoulders.
Well, I know we have a vial, but we have a vial that turns a lot into holy water.
I have a whole thing of holy water, and she holds up her flask of holy water.
All right, and then we also have that vial too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you've got the vial, don't you?
I have the vial. Yes.
You've got the vial. You've got the vial. You've got the holy relic. You've got everything.
Yeah. Okay. So, but we already have holy water. Do we need more? Because we have a source we can get more from. Or should we hold on to it?
We'd have a really big bucket, because remember, if we poured it into the water, we'd only be able to pull out one thing of it. Like, or at least that'd be my understanding, is when we were talking to the priest, whatever, he basically said if we poured it into the infinite thing, we'd only be able to pull out a little bit of it. So I think it'd be roughly the same thing if we put it into the fountain.
Okay.
So we'd probably just have to get a big vat of water and to just pour this in to purify all of it. But we don't have a water source around here or a way to carry it, do we? We just have like our water skins, and we don't know how long this travel is, or at least we've got an idea. I know we've got the map, don't we?
You have a map.
Yep. How long to the tower?
So from the time it took you when you first crossed the rope bridge, it took you approximately a little less than 3/4 of a day to get to the town you're in now. Mm-hmm. From the town you're in now, it is only going to take you about 1/4 of a day to get to the tower. So really not that far off. It's really not super far. I call it a tower. It's not a tower. It's more of a ruins than it is anything else.
Okay. Well, if we're happy with the holy water we have, let's go.
Okay. So, I take it as you guys are about to leave?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was something I was going to ask everybody beforehand.
That
but
gentleman who met you, who you still haven't asked the name of, is waiting for you by the front gate, by the way, as you're leaving, in case you had any last minute stuff to talk to him about or questions.
I would kind of go up to him and I smile and give him my hand to shake as we're about to go out. Does he accept my handshake?
He accepts your handshake and pulls you close and says, "Kill the bastard."
I asked, any last advice or tips on traveling north?
Don't die. Kill him. Free our town of this curse. That's all I can tell you. And he gives a smile that's like that. If you didn't know any better, would almost be like a Sinister-esque smile of that he's so excited for you to go kill this guy.
All right. As I pass by, I raise my hand for a high five.
He scowls, and it's at the prospect of a high five because he's still, although excited for you to go and attempt to kill this thing, he's not willing to give you a high five.
I kind of hang my head sadly and walk off.
What about Lucia?
Lucia goes, I'm sorry, what was your name?
My name? My name is Victor. Victor, and I guess you can call me the de facto mayor of our little town.
Okay, bye, Victor. She throws up a peace sign.
he gives a slight bow, and also gives the same little smirk smile that he had given toward Osiris as you guys leave.
I try to high five everyone on the way out, if anyone accepts it.
The people are not they're excited for you to go, but they're not that into it. they're not like the last town that was friendly.
I don't understand.
These people are not exactly social butterflies.
Yeah, well, it's not like the last town ended with them being friendly.
After we get 20, 30 feet away, out of earshot, Lucia goes, don't worry, buddy. Some people just have sticks up their asses.
Well, that sounds uncomfortable.
In the background, you hear, what?
Speaking of sticks up their asses, anybody else get creeped out by fucking Victor?
I don't know why he wouldn't give me a high five, but no.
Yeah,
definitely. 100% with you.
Creep me out.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say, by the way, or are you good? And
We're good.
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to go back to the map, and I'm going to take you all to the map so you can see where you're going. So we all remember. So you cross the bridge. Okay. So anyway, so that you can see the map. This is where you crossed over and went over into the town. And now you're going north to, and as I marked it with a tower on here, but as I said, it's more ruins at this point.
Roger that.
Okay. As you approach the ruins, you see that it basically all kind of funnels in toward a valley-esque setup. And there's a giant door standing there between you guys and the actual entrance. There's just a door, and there's no other way into the ruins other than through this door.
I would like to pick up a rock and throw it through the door.
Okay, you can pick up a rock and throw it at the door.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the door was closed. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a closed door. This is a closed door, and it's a stone door, but it can be opened.
I would still like to throw a rock at the door to test for anything.
You throw. You don't have to roll for it. You throw and you hit it, and it goes tink and it falls down. Makes a rock on rock sound.
All right. There's no booby traps, says the Dragonborn. Shall I open it?
Okay.
Yes.
Someone responds.
Lucia just kind of backs away 10 feet.
Well, I go up and push open the door, or pull open the door, whichever it is. There wasn't a push or pull sign.
Yeah, you push. You push. You guys push open the door, and inside, as the door creaks open, you see a light coming out of it. Specifically, the type of light that was from a torch or a candle. So you can see it's like a warm, lit light, and you hear a woman shriek.
I want to.
Can I do a perception check?
That's what I was about to do. I want to look around and see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so I'll let you guys roll for your perception check because you guys right now are standing outside and you just opened this door and you just heard to help me, and Dollhiss is running in. So,
yeah, that's cool. I'm still gonna check around us to make sure shit's not going down out here.
And so you roll. Okay.
Osiris rolls a 22.
And Lucia rolls.
I was specifically not necessary. I was going to approach the door, and I wanted to do more of a perception check on the woman's scream.
Okay. From what you can tell from the scream, it is definitely a woman screaming, and it sounded like fear in her voice. And Dollhiss has now sprinted in. So I'm going to go ahead and change your view to what you're seeing at this moment. Are you ready?
Did I notice anything outside
No, I'm sorry.
of danger?
Outside,
like
it is literally just like the same shit that you've seen.
Twilight.
It's twilight. It's rocks. It's nothing special.
I just didn't want to get attacked from the side.
Gotcha. All right. So now I'm going to bring you guys into this area here. Inside of this, as you walk in, you find yourself in almost what looks like a formal living room. At the north end is a large fireplace, and along the sides, it's decorated with suits of armor. It looks as if you stepped into a rich person's manor out of nowhere. So you went from being on the outside in these rocks and ruins to all of a sudden you're now in this really nice formal living room. There's a woman in front of the fireplace screaming. Her clothes are tattered and torn, and there's a skeleton walking toward her. I'm going to have you all roll for initiative.
Dalhis rolls 6.
Osiris rolls a 17.
Fuck. Lucia rolls a 5.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Dalhis rolled a 6, 17 from Osiris, and Lucia rolled a 5. Okay. At this moment, Osiris has the first move, and I'm going to bring on the tokens. That would help if you guys actually had your tokens on the map, I suppose. Fine, be all picky about it.
Yes.
Osiris, Dalhis, Lucia. And I'm going to enter in your numbers real quick as you tell me what you would like to do.
Okay, if I have the ability as a free action, I would actually like to again roll for perception to see if there's like, I guess mainly
at this point, your actions are, it's if you like to, like, you can either look around or you can move. Like, I'm not going to let you do like both in this case. It's kind of a pressure situation as the skeleton is approaching the woman.
Shit. I guess I can get right next to him. Does he notice me at all?
No, he does not. He is focused on the woman as he's creeping toward her.
Okay. Oh, I almost clicked the wrong thing here. I'm going to actually shoot him with my short bow.
Okay, that's fine. I'd like to try to shoot him with your short bow.
Osiris rolls an 18.
Okay, let me just triple check myself because I'm pretty sure that hits.
I fucking rolled a 1 for damage. Well, I mean, it's a 3 with my modifier, but a fucking 1.
Okay, so you fire your bow, and it hits the skeleton, and the skeleton.
If I had advantage on that, though, that would be a critical hit, or I would get an extra D6.
You know what?
For a sneak attack, I get an extra D6 for sneak attack.
So yeah, go ahead and count that in.
Okay, so we got 3
plus 5.
5, so I do 8 damage.
The skeleton explodes into a pile of bones on the ground.
Quick, bomb it. I've seen this in Legend of Zelda
the
before.
The skeleton is effectively done. Gone. Okay.
Is it my turn?
It is now. Yes, it is now your turn, Bert.
I run to the closest suit of armor on the wall and punch it in the face because I think it's a bad guy.
Okay. Do me a favor and just give me a strength roll for this.
All his crit fails.
As you punch it, you jam your fingers, and it's going to cause you some discomfort for sure. It's not going to leave any permanent impact. You didn't break your hands or anything, but you definitely your hands are going to be very sore. Your knuckles going to be very, very sore going forward.
Okay.
All right. And would Lucia like to make a move at this point?
Lucia draws her crossbow. She's not going to aim it up, but she has it ready where she can quickly move it up. And is going to move 30 feet toward the woman.
Okay. And I'm going to 5 right there. Okay. I think that.
Okay. And she's going to ask, how the hell did you get here?
At this point, the woman turns to you guys and with tears in her eyes, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared. Please get me out of here. And she falls to a seated position in front of the fireplace. What would you all like to do at this moment?
I would like to roll my perception check if possible, and if I need to move 30 feet forward to maybe get a better look at her and
yes.
her situation.
So you move 30 feet forward?
That's exactly where I was actually wanting to go. So I'm going to move 30 feet forward. That puts me about 25 feet away from her. And I'd like to roll a perception to kind of see what state she's in. And I'm also doing like a motive check here, a sense motive or insight. I guess it's insight in 5e. I'm basically kind of, I'd rather do perception than insight right now.
Yeah, let's go perception. That's what I would do.
Osiris rolls a 12.
All right. From what you can tell, based on looking at her, she is a very beautiful, like stunningly, shockingly, amazingly beautiful woman. Matter of fact, she's so beautiful that Osiris has never seen a woman so beautiful in his entire life. He is just dumbfounded by how pretty she is. What would Dalhis like to do now that he's punched a suit of armor?
I am going to walk up and inspect all the suits of armor on the wall.
Okay.
Like just 30 feet, kind of inspecting all these ones on the wall.
Okay.
As I go.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that you've walked down there, casually toward the woman, and I'm gonna put you there. Yep, and you did check them on your way toward that direction, and they appear to be decorative suits of armor on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd face the woman.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm
okay.
good.
And Dalhis, upon gazing at the woman, you give me a perception roll.
All his crit fails.
She is a scared, terrified woman, but she is, even with the tears in her eyes, she is unquestionably the most beautiful woman that you've ever seen. And you are just, oh my God, she is just beautiful. Oh man, she is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Lucia.
My pants are getting tight.
Would you...
I mean, my robes.
Would you like to look at the woman as well?
Can I kind of see their visible reactions?
No, not at this point. No, you say if you're focusing on her, then you can't. Then I won't say that you're looking at them.
Okay, I'm going to just turn slightly to look at my companions.
Okay.
I guess at this point to see what they're up to, since I wouldn't actually know. And do you want me to roll a perception check?
Yes, I do. So you're looking at your companions, but 19. You can tell just by the look in their eyes that they are absolutely digging what they're looking at. They're just like, wow. They're clearly head over heels at this moment.
Okay. Lucia's actually going to, upon seeing this, she's actually going to back away a bit. Can you move me like 4 squares diagonally backwards?
So like here? Or up one?
Other direction.
Oh, I'm sorry. This way?
Yeah, like 2 more to the right would be perfect. Okay. Yep.
Okay. At this point, the woman, gets up and is going to run over. I can't move her for some reason. Why can't I move her? Move. Okay, I can't move her. Whatever. She runs over to Dalhis and just collapses into his chest. Still very upset. Please get me out of here. I'm so scared. And looks up at him with big doughy eyes.
I will pick her up and start walking to the door.
Okay. Dalhis picks her up easily and is walking toward the door. Upon seeing her tap into, because you never took your eyes off her there, Cyrus. You are actually hit with almost a little bit of a pang of jealousy at seeing that she had ran into the arms of Dalhis at this point. But I want you to roll another perception at this moment. As Dalhis has used his action to pick her up, and he's walking toward the door. I want to use yours to do another look.
Cyrus rolls another
and
12.
You are just thinking to yourself, that son of a bitch is getting away with the girl.
So, yep, Osiris is having slightly dragonborn racist thoughts right now.
Lucia, what would you like to do at this moment in time?
Lucia screams, stop. Like, she kind of starts freaking out.
Okay.
I'm going to turn and kind of look at her like, what? Very questioningly.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
I'd say now the young lady turns to Dalhis and says, why would you stop? We're just now getting out of here.
Oh, right. Do I perceive anything?
Are you staring at her as she says this?
Oh, probably.
Okay. And let's go and give me a perception roll.
Oh, I am staring.
Wait, no. Okay, so as he's doing this, like, Lucy is gonna keep
Yeah.
talking.
She's definitely still talking.
Dalhis rolls a 15.
There's nothing here to hurt her. Let's keep asking questions. Hey, Dollhiss. Hey, buddy.
Dollhiss rolls a 15. He looks down at her, and for a quick second, something didn't look quite right, but then the image went right back to being the beautiful girl. And Dollhiss, at this point, is going to start walking toward the door as well, taking another step, another 5 feet forward.
Dollhiss, if you take one more step, I'm going to shoot you. I swear to God. Or Apollo, I guess.
Whoa, Lucia, hold on. What are you shooting at him for?
Because he's not listening. Dollhiss, buddy.
Okay. I want to, if possible, crap, here's my button. I'd like to step between them to be like, whoa, like, hold on.
Okay.
Don't shoot my buddy.
All right.
And I'm kind of actually getting a little weirded out by Lucia, a little bit confused and sort of angry. As Osiris sees this as his chance to be the valiant hero and maybe steal this girl.
The girl actually chimes in and says, "Thank you. Oh, you valiant rogue. Oh, thank you."
I'd like to turn and smile.
You turn to face her. Roll me a perception check.
Osiris rolls a 14.
And you are thinking to yourself, hell yeah, I totally am impressing this girl right now. She is totally into this.
I give her a thumbs up.
I think I've still kind of paused, seeing my, that I noticed something different. I go, "Are you feeling okay?"
"Oh, thank you so much for checking on me." She puts her hand on his chest very lightly and gingerly and says,
Dollhiss, put her down. Put her down. Oh my God.
I can't.
And says, "The woman that you brought here, she's scaring me. Can you maybe, I don't know, make her go away?"
And do I perceive anything as I'm looking into her eyes?
You're staring at her, so yes, I will let you roll again, please.
At the woman.
Wait. So first off, we're rewinding this back. Dollhiss looks at, looking at her, sees nothing wrong at this point, and she's just a beautiful young girl that is totally yep. And so Lucia has now fired across.
Before she fires, my attempt. I was literally about to say I'm going to attempt to try and like slowly lower her crossbow. Like that was what I was going to do, so I don't know if that would play into it.
No.
Going like, oh,
here's the deal.
Hold on.
I will let you try to catch her from firing it directly at this girl with your reflex save. Okay, we're gonna try to do a dexterity,
All right, I'll do a dex save on it then.
And if you say,
"Dear Lord," Osiris rolls a 10 on his dex save.
Okay, so the best thing that you're able to do at this point is you give the attempt of you're trying to stop it, but she is going to pull back her bow and fire it, or her crossbow, I should say, and fire it directly at the girl.
Do I notice this?
You do, and I'm going to let you also roll a dex save to see if you can't turn. But the only thing you're going to be able to do is turn your. Oh.
Yeah, Dollhiss rolls a 14 and tries to turn and make a save.
So you are able to turn, so the girl is not struck directly by the bolt. She is only winged by it in her leg. At this moment, the girl lets out a scream, but it's not like the scream that you heard before, the one of scared young girl. It's the sound of an angry beast.
I turn and look at Dollhiss like, what the hell was that, man?
I immediately drop whatever the fuck I was holding.
The girl now transforms before your very eyes, and forgive the image, it's supposed to be a succubus, but it's an incubus, but close enough. It's the guy version. What doesn't matter? It transforms before your eyes, and it is revealed that it is not a it is not a young woman, it's a helpless one. It is a succubus.
Lucia starts cursing. She's like, "These fucking stupid men," just like going off.
I do the equivalent of Dear Jesus, but I somehow bring in Apollo into it.
At this point, I need you all to roll for initiative again.
Osiris rolls a 17. Yeah, let's just move up the initiative order, but
13.
I can't
rolls a
perceive from my
17,
life.
Lucia rolled a 13.
Dollhiss rolls a 5.
Okay, so Osiris, you have first crack.
Is she facing Dollhiss?
She is, technically he did drop her, so I'm just gonna say that she's facing this way, but she's kind of in a quote unquote ready position on the ground, and
Okay. I'd like to move right here, like where I'm pointing. So I'm going to be 30 feet directly due west of the succubus, and I'm going to fire my short bow at her while profusely apologizing to Lucia. Osiris rolls a 15.
A 15. Okay. Yep. Let me just triple check this because that was the one thing I forgot to pull up on the side. Got it. Okay. Yep. You do hit.
Okay. I do 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay. God,
how many bolts?
There you go. And the next person that is going to go is. Ooh. So the succubus at this point turns to Dalhis and says, "Don't you still love me, big boy?" and casts Charm. Now, what's going to happen here is that I'd say I posted it in the chat. The humanoid fiend is within 30 feet. Say must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or be magically charmed. So
Dalhis rolls a 17.
Oh Lord,
Dalhis.
Lord.
I did not want to have to fight Dalhis.
Oh my God, I didn't either. Just to let everybody know, if he had failed that wisdom save, he would have been charmed by the succubus and would have obeyed the verbal and telepathic commands for a full day.
My heart literally stopped.
But every time that he would have taken damage or she told him to be suicidal, then he would have been able to make another saving throw on it. But dear Lord, my heart was beating on that. Oh, Lucia, we would have been done.
Lucia, it is now your turn.
But before she goes, I just want to say something. Dalhis goes, "Bring back the lady! What did you do with her?"
And she just hisses in response to that.
Okay.
All right, Lucia is now glaring at this woman, just cussing her the fuck out. Every word you can think of is just coming out of her mouth. And she's going to cast a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Ooh.
First one I've hit, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, you hit. And it does 14 radiant damage. So, I'm definitely going to give you a bonus for that, but it's not like the scarecrows. Not everything can be a one shot, guys.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, okay, all right, and so he puts it there. Okay, your turn.
My turn. Dalhis is still reeling, but decides he will pull out the dragon tooth and yep, we're gonna just do a slash on her and crit fails.
So at point blank range, Dalhis takes a big swing because he's still thinking about that girl and just whiffs. Doesn't even he brings the blade about 3 inches above where his target is and misses. It is now back to Osiris.
I'm going to be firing another short bow into this succubus. Osiris rolls a 10. I'm assuming that's not going to be it.
I'm afraid not. The succubus watches as it whizzes past and hisses at Osiris. Upon seeing that Osiris is attacking, the succubus was going to move in this case here, and using its ability to move the way it does, it's going to position itself.
Does that open up an attack of opportunity for Dalhis?
It does not. Not for a succubus. And upon trying to put itself behind Osiris, and in between, Lucia would have to fire her bolt through Osiris to hit the succubus. Upon doing that, the succubus gets ready to make her move, and what she's going to do is. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I got this thing here.
Oh, shit.
Is going to claw at Osiris. And it does a lot. No, it doesn't make it through.
Yeah,
it doesn't get through. 8 doesn't beat your AC, does it? Nope.
Yeah, 8 does not beat my AC.
So the succubus swings hard and narrowly misses, and he could tell just because how close the claws had come to him that had they connected, he would have been in a hell of a lot of trouble.
My God. That would have been 9 points of damage. I'd have been dead, basically. Holy shit. Okay, I feel sick.
It is now on to Lucia's turn.
All right, I'm going to move 3 squares to the north there.
Here, okay.
And gonna fire off my crossbow as I taunt her for I don't know. I'm just taunting her. I'm probably still just cursing her out, actually. I'm pretty pissed off.
Okay. So you're gonna fire your crossbow?
Oh, hell yeah.
That hits.
Yep, so I got a 19 with 3 damage.
All right. At this point, you guys are definitely you can tell by the look on the succubus that you guys are definitely doing good damage to it. It's definitely still not down for the count, but it's hurting way more than it has been. Like you can tell you're doing some damage at this point.
All right, Dalhis will run to the north side of him.
Okay.
The opposite of one more over. Kind of try to flank him,
Gotcha.
I guess. Yep. And we'll use Fury of Blows.
Okay.
On him.
Would this be advantage or flanking?
No. Succubus we say I'm not giving you any advantages on this for her.
Okay.
Okay. Dalhis rolls a 14 with the Dragon Tooth.
Okay. It is not able to pierce the hide.
Okay. He rolls another unarmed strike for 12, which probably doesn't hit, and then rolls a 22.
22 connects.
For 7 damage.
Okay. Definitely. At this point, that last one, that unarmed strike, made the connection, and it knocked the wind out of the succubus a little bit. You can tell that now she's not doing too hot at this point. At this point, it is now back to Osiris.
I'm going to use my rogue disengage, my rogue action of disengage, which allows me to move away without taking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm only moving 15 feet to right there, so I'm just 10 feet south of Lucia, but still within 20 feet of the target, trying to minimize any misses that would go into
Yep, gotcha.
And I'm going to use my short bow.
Okay.
Osiris rolls a 15.
There you go. Okay. So, and you did 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Definitely, I'd say the succubus is hurting at this point. And it's looking super desperate. So succubus on its turn now is going to make a desperate move, flying over to Lucia and going to attempt to charm her.
Oh god, not our healer.
So just an FYI, I have advantage on charming due to Fey ancestry.
That's absolutely fine. I kind of figured you did, to be honest.
And this, I'm sorry, is wisdom saving
Wisdom,
throw?
yes.
23.
Thank God for advantage.
Oh, thank God for that advantage.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
you are
my
able
Lord.
to resist the charms of the succubus who was trying to get in your head.
For everyone at home, the initial roll from
I
Lucia
got a
for the
crit
wisdom
fail.
save was a crit fail, but then her second roll, the advantage roll, it was a 23. Oh Lord, that scared me.
And it is now Lucia's turn.
Shit, I can't back away, can I?
Not really.
Not unless you have disengage.
Nope.
All right. Would I sufficiently have enough time to drop my crossbow and grab my spear or no?
I'll say yes, only because of you're just switching weapons and you're dropping that other one. You can't safely put it away. Like if you just you're basically tossing it down and pulling it out. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna pretty much toss it behind me
fine.
and just grab my spear.
You have it.
Okay, and then I'm going to attempt to stab this dumb bitch in the heart. And I'm gonna say that.
Okay. You know what? Not only
A 17 for 7 damage.
Not only do you hit and do 7 damage, but you get the final blow and the catchphrase to go with it.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, it's a, and I'll let you come up with the super good one liner in your head or whatever you said for that. So yes, you say a line, and the succubus lets out one final as it gurgles and dies on the floor.
I am going to grab my crossbow. She would really like to let off an epic line, but now she's just I'm gonna grab my crossbow and I'm actually just going to kind of like burst into like angry tears. I'm just gonna be like, "You fucking idiots!"
Okay.
Osiris would like to try and scavenge for arrows that he has fired off to try and retrieve them.
You fired off how many?
I fired off 4 arrows.
Give me a D4.
In total in this room.
You're able to save 2 of the 4.
Okay. Yep. Osiris rolled a 2. So I can get 2 back.
Okay.
Dalhus will go over and curiously look at the creature and like grab its face, trying to inspect where the lady went.
You grab and you can see that it's a humanoid bat-like woman, for lack of a better term, a monster with very pointed teeth.
I drop the face when I see that, go, ew. Well, what is this? Asking my companions, looking mainly at Michelle, who I'm assuming might know.
Oopsie. Okay, so yeah, I have you guys here.
Lucia's just glaring. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
What happened to me? Where'd the girl go? Asking my companions.
Can I make some kind of intelligence roll or something to try and explain what the hell happened, or do I know at all?
You give me a history roll.
Okay. Osiris rolls a 10 on a history.
Yeah, that's enough for your back. Yes, you know what it is.
Okay. So can I explain it in the best Dalhis terms I have?
You do puppet theater and everything to explain what a succubus is, and so now he fully understands what was just in front of you.
So this was not the vampire. Did we free the town? Are we done?
I don't believe so, buddy.
Oh,
I think there's more.
Well, where do we go now?
I don't know. Can I go inspect the area that had the girl on it? Kind of where she was standing beforehand?
You go up and you are now investigating around there. Give me a perception roll for me, Craig. It's passive would be fine.
Osiris rolls a 13.
That's enough.
On perception.
Upon examining that area, you see that the fireplace itself is not exactly in the dead center of the room. In fact, it actually looks slightly off from where it maybe should be.
Okay. Can I inspect to see like what would be the dead center of the room?
Yep. So you go over and you look at the dead center of the room and you notice that everything is very symmetrical in here except for the fireplace, which seems slightly off.
Which way is it off? Like to the left or right?
When you're looking at it, it's more left.
Would I have the intelligence to think, hey, can I push this to the side?
Well, you thought of
or
it.
Or is that something I need to roll for?
So no. At that point, I will say that because you thought of that, then I'll let you go up and think of that.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, hey, Dalhis, can you try and see if you can help me push this to the whatever side it's leaning towards already?
Sure.
I don't remember. To the right.
I'm coming.
Okay. And so you guys both are over here. What is Lucia doing at this moment in time?
That's a good question.
Firing crossbow bolts into the succubus.
Right. She's going to probably slowly walk up behind them. She's still just muttering under her breath angrily. And she's going to aim her crossbow at the fireplace when she realizes what they're trying to do.
Go. Okay. As you walk up and you push on the fireplace, you find that it actually moves with relative ease. And it does push over to the side. As it goes over to the side, it reveals a passageway with steps leading down. Above there is a small and old engraving written in an old language, one that only demons know how to speak.
Would Lucia recognize it as a demonic language even though she can't read it?
I would say, yeah. She would probably recognize it as a. Well, I wasn't gonna even make you roll for it. I mean, given her background, I would say that she would recognize. She can't read it.
Well, no. She obviously doesn't speak demonic languages.
Yeah, no. But it's definitely, you can see that it is a like quote unquote demon language.
Hey, before you idiots fuck up again, I just wanted you to know that that's a demonic language up there.
Interesting. Well, Is that like vampire language? Is it something else? Are vampires demonic?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right.
Can I roll to see if I know if vampires are demonic?
Yes, you can, and they are considered on a branch of demonic.
Okay.
Well, are we going in, or I'm ready to kill this thing?
Before we walk down there, I want you idiots to promise me that you're not going to fall for this little trick again.
But she was beautiful.
I'll try to look harder.
Lucia sighs and says, all right, let's go.
At this point, before you guys go into there, is there anything that you guys...
Can I, like, reach up and touch it?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay.
It's
rest
just
for
above,
30
like,
minutes?
like you can reach up and, touch it there with your...
Fucking A. I don't like this.
I asked my companions if we can wait for 30 minutes and I can meditate and get one of my key points back.
And that's up to them. I mean, I would let you do it, is what I'm getting at, but it's up to them.
Can you push the fireplace back first?
That's probably
did
smart.
Did any of us take damage that fight?
No.
Okay, so we don't have to roll like hit die for a short rest, so we're all good. Yeah, if he wants to rest 30 minutes to get his
It's meditation.
Yeah, I'm good with taking a 30-minute break here.
Okay. I can push the thing back if you would like.
Please.
Okay. We will cover up demonic language.
Yeah. So now you guys, you push it back, and for the 30 minutes that you're resting there, you have the feeling of, you have two feelings. One, the room you're in is actually, now that the succubus is dead, almost feels very homey, because you're in a very warm and inviting living room, even though you know it is a like a fake environment, essentially, and then but at the same time you also feel very uneasy, because you just there's something about this that obviously doesn't sit right with you inherently, because you're in something that shouldn't be there. So I can say that you guys do that.
So during this rest, Lucia is just going to be probably pacing and praying.
Yeah. Cyrus is going to sit down on that couch and, I don't know, think. Just kind of hang out.
I'm meditating.
Yeah. So you're exempt from all of their I'm going to call it pacing, or whatever you want to call it. So your time hits, and you feel like you've gotten your key point back, and you can now choose to go down or not go down that stair.
During the 30 minutes, after a couple minutes of sitting on the couch and kind of thinking, can Osiris do so? Like, he's sometime like 10 minutes after the meditation started, can he do like more careful inspection of the room that we're in, see if there's anything, other secrets or anything like that?
Sure, absolutely. So I'm going to say that you took all that time to make sure that like, first of all, if there's anything you could use, all the suits of armor, their weapons are not even usable. They're all blunt and fused to the statues themselves, so you can't remove them. The armor's not wearable either. I'd say it's been filled with what the yield equivalent of cement is. And the only thing that you could see in there beyond the fireplace is the giant rug that sits on the floor, and the couch-esque setup that in front of the fireplace.
And nothing was underneath the rug or underneath the couch or anything
just
like that?
cobblestone.
Okay.
Cobblestone that is very cool to the touch.
Would Osiris have had any time to go outside and check around, like, the surrounding areas out there?
You could. Upon going outside, you're reminded of how much colder and colder it is. It also the twilight light is kind of will screw with your vision for an extra minute there before you do anything.
Okay, Osiris will just walk back in then.
Okay, yeah. As he's like inspecting and stuff, like, Lucia is just gonna sit in front of the fireplace after the first few minutes, and she's actually just gonna quietly sob again.
Okay. While she's doing that, she also, because she's sitting right in front of the fireplace, you notice that the logs in the fireplace are not actually burning. That they're not falling apart. That the fire itself is just constant and always going. That there's not an actual like fuel source of the fire that you can see with your naked eye.
All right, that's about all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all Osiris
Can you do me a
has,
favor
too.
though? Can you do me a favor real quick? Can Lucia roll, since she is looking at the fire and we went down that road? Can you give me a history or an arcana roll? Okay. So you can tell that the flames that are burning there, she rolled a 17, by the way. You can tell that they are magical in nature. The fire itself that's burning there. And so it's obviously fueled by some sort of magic source, and probably based on the engravings, you put it together, that's probably a demonic flame of some kind. Okay. So we're to go down, right?
I'm ready to go down.
Yeah, tentatively.
Okay. So with that being said, you push aside the fireplace and reveal the staircase. Once again, the demonic writing above is staring you guys right in the face. And it is just written up there. And if you can take one last look to try to look at it, investigate it. You know, if you guys have any background, I'm not sure, but other than that, I'd say we're gonna head down the staircase into the dark.
I ask if Lucia can throw a drop of water on the language to see if it does anything. Holy water. I don't know if it would.
At this point, she's actually going to, because I'm assuming, you know, they're pushing the fireplace, so obviously we're getting ready to go. So she is going to stand up, and she's actually going to also share what she found about the fire. So I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to throw a drop of holy water at the fire, and I'm going to just put a couple drops on my fingers and rub it over the demonic writing.
Okay, so with that being said, you take your couple drops of holy water, and you wipe it on the demonic writing, and the writing actually it starts to evaporate the water as it touches in a hiss, as if you're touching water to a hot stove, but you don't burn your hands on your fingers. It just immediately starts evaporating it as it's written there, or as you rub it over the writing.
Fucking great.
Is that a bad sign?
By the way, just mental image, what hand did you put it on, left or right?
Right.
Okay. Just so I know exactly like what you were doing there. Okay. So that being said, are we gonna go down into the dark?
I'm sorry.
depths?
What did you say, Dollhiss? Is that a bad sign?
Yes.
She glares at him. Yes, it's a bad sign.
None of this is a good sign. None of this is a good sign.
Would you like to follow me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going first.
Here, Lucia, you get in between us. I'll go down last and try and keep an eye out behind us.
Yeah, till you fall for some more fucking hot women.
Hey, can you blame me? It was beautiful.
So you all
Did you see her eyes? Never stared into such beauty before.
So in that case, you guys march down, and I'm going to say that the order, just for argument's sake, is dang it, there it goes. Move my little blocking thing. Okay, the order is going to be Dalhis, Lucia, followed by Osiris.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all venture down, and somehow the darkness you are walking into becomes darker than dark. Darker than anything that anyone has ever seen. Even Lucia, with her dark vision, suddenly finds herself being blinded for the first time ever in the dark. Anybody who would have dark vision is now incapable of seeing.
The instant that it becomes like too dark for me to see, I'm literally going to stop in my tracks.
Okay, so you stop.
Cyrus is going to bump into her.
So you stop,
I'm gonna
and you're
keep
on the
walking.
staircase, and you guys are stopped mid-staircase.
Lucia,
No, Dallas didn't.
Lucia hisses, wait.
I'm probably, an extra 5 feet down in front.
Wait. Hold on. What did she do?
She's gonna like kind of hiss, like, wait.
No sound comes out of her mouth.
She starts like smacking the shit out of Osiris, like, doing that little like
Osiris
just
in the
like,
darkness.
I say like, stop!
Osiris in the darkness feels the slapping and goes to say stop, and nothing comes out.
Dalhis is still walking, probably can't hear anything.
Yep, Dalhis is still walking.
Can he hear the slapping?
No.
Yep,
Hears
I'm still
nothing.
walking.
Dallas is
And we can't see 5 feet in front of us, all right? Oh, shit.
I'm guessing, or did we attempt to light a torch when it started getting darker, or was I trusting Lucia's sight vision?
You know what? Since we didn't establish that, I'm gonna have to put it up to we'll do this. How about this, Burke? Because I'm a fair man, I want you to do a 50-50.
Okay.
One is you try to light the torch. Two, you're trusting your vision.
Like what do you mean? And I say that? I say
no. I want you to like roll for me.
Oh,
like
roll,
this
roll,
is a test.
roll.
Like roll a d2 or something.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Well, there you go. So she rolled a 1. I'll take that as my roll.
No. You're the one who suggested it, so I want you to be the one who rolls it.
I was just showing you what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
roll 1d2. Dallas rolls a 2.
You were trusting her vision, and so you keep walking, and the two of them are now separated.
Or I'm separated from everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Could I hear his footsteps? I
No.
mean, he's not. Oh God. Can I normally hear his footsteps?
Yes.
Fuck.
Shit.
Have
I taught these two anything about the thieves' cant, the language of the thieves? Like any basic?
No, you've only been together for 3 months.
Damn it.
Lucia.
Well, I'm doing the keep walking one, though, even though she has no idea what's going on. I'm trying to get it going.
Lucia, in a panic, I mean, she's gonna reach out and I guess feel that Dalhis isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So in a panic, she's going to fire off a sacred flame.
Wait, hold on. First of all, quick question: is Sacred Flame? What is it based on? Like, do you have to say verbally a spell, like the spell for it to fire?
Actually, hold on, I don't know.
Because we got to find that out.
Shit, it is verbal. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so no. You attempt to cast
It's technically verbal and semantic as well.
right? But
Yeah, but I
we're
wouldn't have
assuming
actually
verbal.
tried to use it if I had remembered that it was verbal.
Well, no. I'm not going to count I'm not going to count this as in like you burned your spell. I'm going to say you attempted to cast the spell and found that you couldn't cast it because of the lack of verbal. So you attempted magic and nothing happened.
Lucia is gonna grab Osiris's robe and kind of walk with him.
Okay. So you two are kind of hanging onto each other, clutching each other as you walk down the steps.
Yes, like a couple going through a haunted house.
So
Okay.
So how long do I walk without I guess knowing what's going on?
Let's just say that all went down. You are approximately less than 5 minutes ahead of them at this point, but you're at least a couple minutes ahead of them, like, for time wise. Now, real quick, Lucia, when you grabbed him, how are you hanging on to him on the stairs? I want to see like what your grip is like.
So I was in
Because
front
you were
of
in
him.
front of
So
him. That's what I'm saying. I want to understand.
I mean, I would have backed up to be even with him, and probably like with both of my hands, like grabbed his like right arm, basically.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. That's fair. Go ahead and give me a quick roll, Craig. Just D20 is fine.
Okay.
If Osiris leaves me, I'm shooting him in the fucking head.
Osiris rolls a 15.
Okay. Osiris is walking, and he definitely feels a bit uncomfortable in this situation. I'll tell you that. But aside from that, everything seems to, you guys seem to be walking down the stairs there. Now, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and at this point leave you guys on the stairs for this week. And when we come back next time, we're going to find out what happens to our heroes as they continue on down this dark and spooky staircase.